Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got, or explain to you guys how I got rid of my texture. So you guys have been watching my channel for a while. I feel like I mentioned this in a few of my videos here and there, but I always say like, oh my god, my texture is so bad, oh my god, my texture this and my texture that. But I haven't like fully gotten rid of it, but like literally I just have like a few marks. But if you were to like touch my face, like I really don't have texture, which is like amazing. I'm gonna explain to you guys the products that I've been using. I didn't want to do like a actually me, like, you know, washing my face and stuff, but I couldn't get a good angle from like the sink to my face. It would have been like to the side right here, and that would have been like super awkward. So we're just gonna leave it at me explaining the products that I use, because everybody knows how to wash their face, you know, it's not rocket science. So a little bit of background on my skin. So I actually used to have really good skin back in high school. Like my whole life I've had really good skin up until I got to college, and that's when I started wearing makeup like on a daily basis, and I actually noticed that I started forming texture on the sides of my face right here. And it was never that bad, but at the time I thought it was bad because I wasn't used to that. Like for me to get a pimple, guys, when I was in high school was like the end of the world, because it never happened. Like it was so rare for me to break out like that. So when I started wearing makeup, I didn't have a skincare routine at the time. At that time, coconut oil was like a really big thing for your skin. So I wanted to try it. So I started putting coconut oil on my face, olive oil on my face. I would do like scrubs with like the brown sugar and the coconut oil, and that made my skin even worse. Like my texture just got super bad, and my skin never recuperated ever since then. Is recuperated the right word? I don't know. So I was working at Sephora for like a good year, and when I was working at Sephora, like I have to wear makeup. So I worked 5 days out of the week. So I was literally wearing makeup 5 days, like sometimes back to back. Sometimes it'll just be like a day break and then I'll wear makeup again. So even if my shift was only like 3 hours long, like I had to wear makeup because that was part of my job. So because of that, like my texture got even worse. We are fast forwarding to December of 2019, and my skin is literally the best it has ever been since I was like 18. I'm 22 now. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a recap on my skincare and my skin these past few years, so you guys can get a gist of like what's been going on with my life, you know. I do have combination skin. I have oily to normal, so I get oily in my T-zone area, as like most people do, and I'm normal everywhere else. I'm gonna start off with like my skincare routine. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is what I do in the mornings. Again, like this is like super simple stuff. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, I have talked about this face wash for a really long time. Whenever I do talk about skincare, I mentioned this. This is the Purity One Step Facial Cleanser. This is the third one that I've bought, I believe, and it literally lasts you forever because you don't need a lot. And this is the smallest size. I do have bigger ones. Really good, especially if you have dry skin, because it's super moisturizing. But what I love about this, not only is it very moisturizing, it's also, like I just feel like it cleans everything out of my skin, you know? It doesn't have any exfoliants in it, so it's literally just kind of like you're slapping a moisturizer onto your face and you're just like scrubbing and cleaning, you know? After I go in with my Purity face wash, I do like to go in with a toner. So I literally just picked this one up. I've been using it for about 2 to 3 weeks. This is the Dickinsons Original Witch Hazel Pore Perfecting Toner. Usually, for the most part, what I've been using for the past year is the Thayer's toner. I like to stick to either the one with no scent or the cucumber one, because cucumber is like a calming ingredient. So I like to like stick to those two just to keep it as like clean and natural as possible. And the cucumber isn't a strong scent. I feel like the lavender and the rose petal have a strong scent, so I stay away from that one. But besides the point, honestly, I haven't noticed like a difference in my skin. So it's not bad, like it's not horrible, because I feel like my skin looks the same as if when I was using the Thayer's one, and I love the Thayer's one. And the good thing is that this one's cheaper. The only thing about this product is that the smell literally drives me crazy. Like I cannot stand the smell. Like I literally have to hold my breath while I'm doing it. And I don't know if it's just me and maybe like I'm sensitive to smell. I don't even want to open this, because the less I can smell this product, the better it is for my soul and my happiness, because I can't. But it is a pretty good product. Like one thing that I have noticed is that my manchas are less noticeable. Like you don't really see it as much. So I don't know if it's this toner or if it's something else, but yeah, so it's good. It does a job. It cleanses your skin very well, but I don't think I would repurchase this just because the smell drives me crazy. But if you don't mind the smell, then go for it because it's cheaper than the Thayer's one and it's just as good. Moisturizer that I've been using both daytime and nighttime as well. I started using it, I would say, a month ago, like in the beginning of November, end of October, around that time. And I've been using the Khiel's Calendula Serum Infused Water Cream. To the girl who worked at Khiel's, Calendula is a very calming ingredient. So if you are gonna break out, it's gonna calm the breakout so it won't pop out as much, and it'll help like reduce it a little bit. So I actually really like this moisturizer. It has more of like a serum type of feel. It's like more of a serum, like it's more liquidy, I feel. Like it disperses a lot easier, if that makes any sense. But this one's really good. I just think it's a little expensive for the price, for what it is. Like I think I paid like $50 for this, and this is the smallest one, and I'm already basically done with it. After putting on moisturizer, I do go in with an eye cream. I use the Origin Ginzing one. I love this eye cream so much. I like how brightening it is. I like how lightweight it is. I like how well my under eyes absorb the product as well. Sometimes I do like to add it like onto the highest points of my face because it does leave like a nice glowy finish, so it's kind of like a liquid highlight in a way as well. I finally got into the habit of wearing SPF on a daily basis. So I got the one from Dr. Dennis Gross. This is expensive. I paid like, I think this is like 40-50 bucks, but they had the 25% off for Sephora at the time. So I was like, whatever, like I'll spend the money. Like if I'm gonna buy this, it's gonna be on a discount. So I ended up getting this one. It has SPF 50, and what I do like about it is that it helps with dark spots, so it helps with the scarring and all of that. And it has vitamin C, so it's brightening as well. Whenever I do use this SPF, I get compliments on my skin. Like people are like, oh, your skin is glowing, and I'm like, really? Like I just put on some SPF. Now, for the nighttime, I use literally every single one of these products except for two things that are changed. So I use the same face wash at night. I use the same toner at night. I use the same moisturizer at night. I do use a different eye cream, and I do add on a serum at the end of the night as well. For eye cream, as of right now, I got this in my BoxyCharm last month. So it's the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Eye Treatment. I've noticed that my dark circles have gone down a lot. So I think that this eye cream in combination with this one is doing a really good job, because when I was just using this one alone, dark circles were very like noticeable. But ever since I started using this one, I would say like I didn't notice up until last week that my dark circles aren't as bad as what they were. So it does help a lot with like the dark circles. As far as like the wrinkling part, like I don't know. Then for the final product, for the secret ingredient, and like what really fixed it, guys, is this Khiel's Nightly Refining Micro Peel Concentrate. This is a serum that I got at Khiel's. I actually got it the same day as the Calendula moisturizer. If you are struggling with texture, I highly recommend going to Khiel's and getting a sample of this, because I got a sample of it, and that's what, like, just off the sample, I started to notice how well my skin was doing, and I was like, I need this product in my life. Like, I don't care how much it costs. I think this is $60, but they do have sales, guys, throughout the year. So if you don't want to drop like $60, if you want to save like $10 to $5 or something, like just wait for them to have a sale, or wait for Sephora to have a sale, because they sell this product at Sephora as well. This is a chemical exfoliant. One of the things that do help with texture is exfoliating. So there's two types of exfoliant. There's a physical exfoliant and there's a chemical exfoliant. So a physical exfoliant are like the actual scrubs. So it can be like the I'm trying to think, the Ole Henriksen walnut scrub, the Kate Somerville Exfoliate face wash. A chemical exfoliant is just kind of like something like this, where it's a serum and it just exfoliates your skin. I went a year ago, I would say, to Khiel's. I stopped by because they had just opened up. I was like, hey, you know, like I'm looking for something for my texture. And she's like, okay, well, you need to use a chemical exfoliant, because physical exfoliants, because it's an actual scrub, as you're scrubbing, if you have a breakout or something along the lines of that, it's gonna like kind of break the breakout, and then as you're scrubbing, transferring all of that bacteria to the rest of your face, and that's why you continue to break out. So I was like, this makes so much sense. This makes so much sense. She gave this product to me, and she's like, this is a chemical exfoliant, so it's gonna exfoliate your skin. On top of that, it's proven, according to this right here, helps accelerate surface skin cell turnover to reveal fresher, newly radiant skin while visibly evening skin tone and refining the feel of rough texture over time. I back up every single thing that's in this the instructions, because everything that it says that it does, it actually does. And my skin has improved so much within the last month, guys. You only want to use this at nighttime because it is a night serum. I put this on right before putting on the moisturizer. You want to make sure that the order that you do your skincare routine is like from the lightest consistency to the thickest. So I usually go from like toner to serum, moisturizer, and then let's say SPF or something. So you want to do it in that order. So I always do my serums before putting on my moisturizer. And I think that these two products hand in hand, hence I do have to try this with a different moisturizer to see like if this moisturizer really does work. But I do think that these two products together is magic, because along with having this toner like get rid of your texture over time and just evening out your skin tone, you have the Calendula serum extracted into this moisturizer, which also helps with calming breakouts as well. So I just think that the two products together work amazing. It's beautiful. It's the best thing ever. Like Khiel, I love you. Thank you so much for making this product, because it has changed my life. Like literally changed my life. It's like one drop like on each part of my face, like one little doot, 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 and then I just kind of go like this. And then I used to break out on my chest a lot as well. So I just added like where you see where this little mark, I used to always break out, especially like during my time of the month, I would always break out on my chest. So I would make sure to add a little bit of that. Like I'd pat some on my chest, and like I don't break out on my chest anymore, which is beautiful. That it does increase the sensitivity of your skin to the sun. So when you do start using this, you really want to make sure that you're also using SPF as well during the day. Yeah. That's it for today's video. I feel like I spoke really fast in today's video. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.